Friends, first of all we have to think about the greatness of Almighty, who is evolved as the whole universe from its primordial state. In this order of evolution, nobody is left without anything for the need to suffer or worry. So there is no reason for worrying over anything, but only because of man. Not understanding the greatness of the nature, the potential provided within man, the right way of thinking and doing. So man creates the insufficiency mentally. So there is the worry. First of all, you have to know what is worry. When you feel lacuna between stock and need, you are worrying. When you feel some conflict between your opinion and the other's opinion, you are feeling worry. When you find the difference between the expectation and achievement, you feel worried. In this way, whatever it may be, it is a relative. When you expect more and more, then naturally whatever has to come, that comes. You cannot get the satisfaction because there is no mistake in the nature. The law of nature is whatever you do, accordingly the result has to come. Sometime it may come late, it may come quick. There is timing also. Without knowing all this, imaginarily we are expecting more and more. Never our expectation comes as we expect. Here, one point I want to tell all of you. In the expectation, there are 4 dimensions. Justification of need, justification of quantity, justification of quality, justification of time. You think it is a need. At the same time, that much is the need. In such and such way, I have to get it. In such time, I have to get it. So whatever the expectation may be, in the expectation there are 4 dimensions. Never that will come as you expect. Always there will be difference from the expectation and achievement. Because you are conditioned your mind only to that effect of your expectation. Even though you get whatever is needed, whatever you wanted, really, but you cannot get the satisfaction. Here you are losing all the happiness. In this way, we have no that is insufficiency in our life. God is great. When comparing with God and man, God is totality, man is the fraction. He is ruling over the whole universe by universal magnetic field, and you are working with a biomagnetic field, but both are linked together. So whatever the fraction demands, totality surplus. Never it fails. So now, first of all, you have to understand the 4 dimensions in the expectation never will come into being. There will be conflict. For example, one is purchasing a lottery ticket. He is thinking, oh, he will get about $30,000. That is the expectation. Many times he thinks and things that is getting imprint in his mind. Whatever the thought may be, to get the imprint, several thousands of cells have to cooperate and help to imprint the thought by line of action. So once you think, always our magnetic field is increasing, that is charged. So it is to be exhausted. In the process of exhaustion, consumption, it comes all through the body. In what way you have diverted to spend your energy, the same way that will go. It will induce the same thought, same imprint. Urge of action or thoughts, all are coming into being like this. Therefore, in the expectation there should be no imaginary expectation. Avoid imaginary expectation. Why? For example, you have purchased the ticket, $30,000 expected. That is, you need money. That is the justification of need. You need such and such a quantity. That is the justification in your expectation. You need, without working, the money has to come. That is the justification you are expecting through the lottery. You expect the time, this time it has to come. See, will it be possible? Even though some people are getting, the amount may be less or more, or completely lost. Another method I will tell you. A son is requesting father to give him a car. He thinks it is a need for him. Father says, my son, you are having already car, I am driving for him to the school. Why you need a car? No, I want car. Sometimes you are going to the office, at that time I want to go somewhere, I need a car. There is difference in the justification of need. The boy thinks it is a need, justifies, but father differ. There is a conflict. Suppose father accepts, all right, let him have the car. Then, when you are going to purchase the car, yes, my son, I have seen one of my friends, he is having the second-hand cars for sales. I asked him, after 2 or 3 days I will go and get it. No, second-hand car you are going to give me. I want only new car. This is justification of quantity. Father want to spend money such and such amount, but son wants more. Here is a conflict. even though it is accepted for granted. Then, what is the car you are going to purchase? It is Volkswagen is enough for you. You are single person going. No, I want a big car. And I want to drive. Or you have to appoint a driver to quality. Qualities. Suppose quality also is accepted. All the three are accepted, for example. Then, father, you told me you are getting car. Well, my son, next month, 30th, the fixed deposit gets matured. On that day, receiving the money, I will go to the shop and purchase. No. I want this month, 10th. Time. Always the conflict between two people in the expectation will differ in the 4 points. Never all the 4 points. So, if you don't expect, whatever comes, let it come. Automatically, what way you deserve, the nature will be supplying. How? The nature means God, action of God. All the movements of the Leela of God. So whatever you do accordingly, everything has to come. But God will not come in person give to you. But through some person, proper person, it has to come to you. So, you do the thing, you do the action, you will get whatever you want. So in this way, if you analyze all your worries, preconcept, some expectation, that means my son should not do this, should do this only. There, the preconcept. Whether it is bad or good, that is not known. Or my wife, my husband, or some other person. The plan for others' deed. Many people in this life planning for others' deed. In a family, there are 4 or 5 people. Each one is planning for other 4. Instead of that, if he himself thinks there are 5 people in the family, what best I can do to help them? What capacity I am having? What capacity I have to develop? In what way I can do help? If this thought is simple, that is developed, there will be no conflict, there will be no worry. Worry comes only when you fix your mind at some rate, some level. Whatever comes, you cannot console. So, if at all, if you want to have a satisfied life, want to avoid worry, first of all, you practice one way, avoiding expectation. With everybody in your family. You can say, can I not expect my boy should get his 80% mark? Yes, you can expect. That should not be imagination. If he gets 80%, he will go to the school, he will get the seat easily, that's all right. What you should do, you should not fix the mind and expecting the same 80 mark. But you have to induce him to study. At the same time, you have to help him to study. This is the proper way. Even though he gets 60 marks, all right, whatever he has done, he is getting. How can I expect more than his work? The expectation is not there. Whatever comes, it comes according to the law of nature. It comes according to your efficiency and motive and work. So, naturally, whatever comes, be ready to accept. After acceptance, then what to do with it? You do your plan and do your duties. In this way, if you avoid expectation with anything, by avoiding expectation, you are not going to lose anything. That you have to keep in mind. Whatever has to come, it will come. It won't stand on the way. So, only by imaginary expectation, you are not going to get anything more, really anything. So, that is useless, that is worthless. Mentally, you become weak and weak. Finally, the expectation makes a man beggar in the society life. Because even though what you want to get, think of getting or get it. Next time, your thought of expectation will go higher. Oh, I thought to get $10,000, it came. I should have thought of 20,000. At once you will lose whatever you got. So the imaginary expectation is only making the people more and more getting conflict and worry. So first of all, the law of nature is whatever you want, it has to come only through your deed. It is the law of nature. Deed means you are moving with the things, you are moving with the people, so by the contact, the result comes. Everything is having its own consciousness. Timely, that will blossom into result. That is, from smallest particle up to the greatest sun, from one sense living being up to 6 sense people. The consciousness is ready and perfectly working. So when you move with anything, automatically the result has to come. According to your motive and efficiency, the result will definitely will come. So whatever you want, you have to think whether the need is all right, whether my desire is all right. How to get it? You plan it and work for it and get it. So this is the karma yoga. Within your action, you can understand or realize the existence and functions and grace of Almighty. Whatever you do, the result comes. The result is the presence of Almighty. You are eating food. Already you are provided with the capacity to digest 1 pound food. When you eat more than that, what will happen? You are losing your health. So, within your action, you are disturbing the natural rhythm provided for you, provided within you. So, you have to understand your action and result. What I want, what I am doing, what I will get. If I want this and that, what way I have to do. This is the plan. According to the plan, if you do it, your awareness is there. Wherever your awareness is there, there is the presence of Almighty. Thinking and awareness is the presence of Almighty. At the same time, whatever you want to get and enjoy, that should not be at the cost of others. If any achievement and enjoyment will be at the cost of others, inflicting pains and miseries to others, that also will give worry, problem, miseries, pains. So this is the way you have to avoid worries. If you really want, keep 1 week for the practice. I don't want to expect anything from my wife, my husband, or my father, my mother, but I want to work. I have to work and get what I want. Accordingly, I have to work and get it. When you think and do like this, you feel rich, because whatever you need, whatever you desire, it is up to your capacity, up to your efficiency. So, what you are having, from this you are going to have it. You have to give to others. Here, the rich feeling will always give you satisfaction. Expectation and disappointment always put you as a beggar. Here is the worry. Here is the deficiency. So worry will make the person disappointed. Make the mind weaker and weaker and weaker. Worry will exhaust our biomagnetic field very much. Therefore, all the parts, brain, heart, lungs, and stomach also disturbed. So we should not give way to worry. What we want, accordingly, we are having something. We think if we get such and such, then this will be all right. But how to get it? If it is imagination, you have to stop. What you are having from this, how can I manage? If you think deeply, there comes intuition from the superconscious state of mind within you that God is ready. When you go forward, keeping 1 foot, God comes forward towards you 10 feet. In this way, you will get a solution at once. And the solution also will be very good. So, in this way, you have to first practice avoiding expectation and also improving your capacity to that effect. The third is always be ready to help others. Be ready to help others, and helping others will bring the whole world as friend to you. So how much friends around you are having? That much is your wealth. That much is your happiness. So beyond that, without knowing all this, we have created so much problem in our life. They have come. Then we have to solve all the problems. There is a formula to think of the problem and give the decision. Whatever the problem may be, if you assess and take a decision and follow up the method of achievement, then whenever again and again the same worry comes to your mind, problem comes to your mind, never it will give such a weight, because already you have decided. Therefore, you have to take a decision over all the problems what you are having. For that, you have to make a statement. Write down all the problems what you are having, and then categorize into 4 sections. The problems which cannot be solved, that is to be endured. Problems, if I neglect, nothing will happen, that automatically that will be solved. The problems, if I postpone for some time, by nature and by the society, automatically that will be solved. And some problem, if I don't take steps immediately, that will become worse. So, at once you have to take steps. In these 4 headings, you have to work out all the problems, whatever you are having. For example, one is having a son or daughter. It got polio attack, and even after giving all the treatment, one leg or hand over this will not be any. You have several work to do, several services you have to do. You have to lead the life, you have to maintain your health, you have to do your services. So, among all these, you have to accept this is a God given. Unless I have done some karmas, this will not come. For example, why the children are becoming invalid? During the pregnancy or even the birth, if any one of parents does mistake, that will affect the child. For example, if a man is taking alcohol too much or drug, and he enters into sexual activities during the pregnancy, definitely a portion of the embryo will be affected. And small affection comes in the embryo when it is growing. That defect cannot be rectified. In this way, many people are losing their happiness by producing invalid children. And also, there are some important things. In the wave theory, when the planets are coming in such and such position, particularly moon, earth and sun are in the same line. Amavas, full moon day and new moon. These 2 days should be avoided for consumption. If any termination happens on that day, definitely there will be some defect in the child. So, what our forefathers have done, Amavas and Purnima were declared as holy days. Some rituals, some holy name is given. All the 12 Purnima days. So, only to avoid these sexual activities. But the science was not told, only it was told as rituals in these days. Oh, this is a wrong calculation, this is a wrong concept. I won't believe. Like that, people are neglecting. Also, in the time of conception, the minds of father and mother should be very clear, very calm, very peaceful, very enjoy. Then only, even though already their health is all right, that time what is the state of the mind? That also will affect that child. Going to the cinema and seeing all the atrocities and shooting this and that, afraid of or weeping, coming to the house and giving, that is the way for a child conception. What kind of child will come into being? Parents should know how to get a good child. So, these all are the causes. So, I would have missed something to do rightly. Therefore, I have to suffer. Even the small mistakes sometimes will bring big worry. Therefore, you don't think God is not doing justice. Even though I do very small mistake, such a big suffering he should not give. Like that somebody will say. It is not at that time one mistake. Already you have done so many karmas and they accumulated, and the small karma is added, then takes full work. For example, there is a scale. Here is one that is weight. Then you are putting something to balance. And after putting so many things, still this plate is not coming down. There is some deficiency. After some time, you bring some more thing and put it. But it will be 1 ounce only, but the plate comes down. You need not think only 1 ounce brought the scale down. Already it was accumulated. Only a few things was missing. So when it is added, then it came down. The same way even the karmas are taking place in the mind. Gradually all will be imprinted and imprinted. That is the wonder of Almighty's work, justice. So knowing all this or thinking all of this, we have to accept whatever has come. So I cannot do any more except praying God for better mind to accept and resist. That is enduring the worries and problems which cannot be rectified. That is one section. And somebody is telling some insulting word or so on. If you neglect, nothing will happen. You have to write down all the problems under that heading and keep neglecting. Let it be. I don't want to hear it. Automatically that will be solved. And the third is timely. That is, there is no, time has not come. Timely will be solved by nature or society. For example, there is one daughter in the family. Father and mother are worrying. Oh, still she is not married. What I have to do, It is not. Your work is to do something for that. But beyond that, if it is delayed, there is a reason for it. You have to postpone that on the name of Almighty, nature, and the society. So, suddenly, in one day, when the time comes, it will be finished. So, the postponement of the problems, thinking that should be solved only by nature and only by the society. You cannot do any more. This is the third. And there are some problems you have to take care of at once, immediately, otherwise it will go worse. That is, for example, one is having 4 houses of his own, but all the houses are in one way or other mortgaged, having loan, but only from the rent the interest will be paid. For some reason or other, the rent is not coming, it is not enough. So the interest is going on increasing. If it increases more and more, what will happen? So at that time, immediately you have to take steps to sell out 1 or 2 houses and clear the loan and keep free. You are having one boy, it is ripe. Sometimes, even though after ripening, some boy will not open, but if you go back, septic, it will become septic. At once you have to go to the doctor and open it and heal it. In this way, you have to analyze all the worries, all the problems, do accordingly. And whatever the problems now you are having, you settle down and plan the future and plan your duty. And accordingly, you go with it to see day by day you will feel lighter and lighter. Avoiding the expectation itself will solve many of the problems in your life. You may expect he should not do this. You may expect he should do this. Always thinking and planning for others. Everybody is having the right to live. Freedom to think. Experience in the life, desire in the life. How can one be victim or slave to your thought? It is not possible. So you have to respect the freedom and desire of all people around you. And just you think, what help I can do for them? You turn it this way instead of expectation. What help I can do for them? Here is a complete change in your personality. You fill up the gap of expectation and disappointment. Now you feel rich and rich and rich. This is the way of, because everything in the nature is full. We have come to the world. The birth is only for death. A man born on the world is going to die. That is the order of Almighty. Everybody comes to the world with a return ticket. The return ticket is not given date, that's all. The date also would have been given, but the ticket is not with you. It is given. So, but there is a date. So, before the date, what best I can do with this wonderful body, wonderful thought, wonderful mind. Now you start a new life, you can do wonders. You can do wonders to many, many people in the society. Many people. Even you can make your home happy home. Think and do it. Otherwise, if you don't do it, then whatever the way already you are rolling down, the same way you will be rolling. The problem is with mankind. Always with some imprint, bad imprints, unwanted imprints, going with the same imprints in the action. That is habit and imprints. Imprints and habit both are same. So now you have to think and get it changed. Tomorrow we are going to think about changing the imprints and habits. How is it possible? What capacity man is having? How to increase that capacity? We will deal with the subject tomorrow. So now you practice this. This is in the yoga for modern age. The same subject is given. Now I am telling you orally, personally. One or two times, again and again, you have to listen to the tape and think of it and do it. Get away from the worries. If you do it properly, definitely you will get away from the worries. I know that because many people got such experience in the life with these principles. With these words, I conclude my speech and wish all of you happy, blissful, and satisfied life.